All right, what's going on, you guys? I found this recipe online. It's a British recipe, and you know those Brits. Um, it's a hit or miss. Some of the recipes they make are absolutely delicious, and some are bland and just they need flavor and seasonings. And hey, I'm not knocking you Brits. I'm sure it's in your guys' culture, but you eat baked beans with breakfast. So, anyway, so this is a crock pot recipe. Um, this will be down in the description. Yep, when this live stream is done, this will be down in the description. Whether it's delicious or not. And here on the side, I have mashed potatoes. But I went way outside the box. I used buttermilk instead of cream to make my mashed potatoes. I've never done that before. And right now, I'll tell you right now, they look creamier than ever before. So let's get right on into it, guys. So let's try out this. Oh, and the beef that I used a roast, um, chuck roast. You can use top chuck, bottom chuck, as long as it says chuck on the name. That's fine. But let's see how these Brits did, huh? And I followed it step by step. That is good. Very good. With this roast, there's onions, garlic, thyme, of course, salt, pepper, chicken stock. Of all things, they use chicken stock. I never would have thought to have used chicken stock with beef. I would have gone beef broth. Very good. And the chicken stock that I used was actually bouillon, which, if you guys have used bouillon in the past, you know that it is very salty. Well, I can actually use more salt. And I did not add much pepper to that roast. So I'm going to add more pepper. But for the most part, this is really good. And what's great too is that it's a crock pot meal. So in the beginning though, there is some work. You have to brown your chuck roast. You cut up each, so you get a big giant roast, and you cut them to about 1 inch thickness. So you have like a 2 pound chuck roast, and you'll get about a good 3 to 4 steaks, and put some oil in your pan. Brown all 4 sides. Make sure they're deeply brown too. That's where the flavor comes from. Then throw your steaks in the crock pot. And then from there, add some butter and add 2 whole onions that you just have cut in half. So you got these long strips or the half moons. throw them there in the butter and you saute those till they just begin to get tender. Throw in some chopped garlic. Then once you begin to smell your garlic, throw in your chicken stock. No, sorry. Throw in your tomato paste and cook your tomato paste until it begins to thicken up. Because there's a lot of sugars in tomato paste, and then it begins to thicken up, and there's just a flavor that comes out. Oh my god, it's so good. It's like canned corn, and when you toast canned corn, little slight difference, but delicious. And so after the tomato paste, then you add your chicken stock. You add Worcestershire. Um, Like I said, this is my first time making it. Normally I don't do recipes. My first time making something. And honestly, I never tasted this until now. But I looked at the recipe and I was like, oh my god. Well, it sounds good. So, and it's been a while since I put an episode out. Jennifer O2. Sorry, I had to get up to read the message. Yes, ma'am. You are correct. You cannot go wrong with a crockpot meal. There's been one crockpot meal I was not happy about, all because it wasn't salty enough. But I added salt at the end. It was great. And if you look at my recipe, my episode of oh man, I think it's like my Hawaiian chicken crockpot thing. Hawaiian chicken, crockpot Hawaiian chicken. I forget the name. But dude, there's soy sauce in there. There's a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of salty things. And you'd think it would have been salty. But hey, let's try these buttermilk mashed potatoes. Right? Let me eat. I gotta eat this piece of beef first. Oh. Now that I added salt and pepper, oh, dynamite. Not that it was not good before. It was still good. Buttermilk mashed potatoes. I've never made this. I've never heard of this. Let's try it out. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Guys, I am not joking. Oh my god. However you make your mashed potatoes at home, seriously, whatever you use cream for, or however much cream you add, substitute for buttermilk. And use the same amount of butter as you would before. Follow your instructions exactly the way you do it, but just add buttermilk. This is creamy. It is buttery. The flavor is just out of this world, man. Out of this world. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. I forgot to mention too, the gravy on the mashed potatoes that came from the crock pot. Near the end of the cook of your roast, you just mix some water with some cornstarch, add it in there, mm. And it helps thicken up that gravy. Which, if you guys know anything about the Brits, they don't speak the same English we speak. Yeah. They call cornstarch corn flour. How rotten is that? When I heard corn flour, I was thinking maize. You know, what you make corn tortillas with, or what you make tamales with. I was thinking that. I'm glad I did me a Google search, man. I am so glad I searched. Because I was seriously going to add maize to this recipe, to the crock pot. But yeah, guys, so anyways, this roast, look how tender this is. Look at that. It just comes apart. I mean, there's not much to it, man. You can eat this meat even if you had no teeth. The flavors are outstanding. Honestly, though, the star was supposed to be the roast. The roast was supposed to be the star, but buttermilk, mashed potatoes. I've never had it in my entire life. I've never even heard about it. I seriously just had buttermilk in the fridge. I'm like, you know what? I don't have cream. I got milk. Let's try buttermilk. I mean, you add butter to your taters regardless. Mm. And this gravy that's produced. Oh, and this can be a dangerous roast. I almost forgot. There are thyme sprigs, so you might find some sticks in your roast. So when you eat, be careful. And there's also bay leaves. Almost forgot. So watch out for those two things, man. I mean, if you don't know that they're in your spoon or your fork, it can get caught and it can be dangerous. So yeah, this is a dangerous roast. Be careful. Make sure you have a lifeguard on duty when you eat this, or a doctor, or both. Have a doctor and a lifeguard, man. Yep. But guess what? The dude has made the roast. That's right. And of course, I know, white wine, red meat. In my opinion, I don't care. It all washes down. It's all delicious. Now that we're all here online, I'm going to mix this gravy all up in this sweet, delicious, creamy mashed potatoes. Hey, for you guys out there, do you mix the gravy in your mashed potatoes? Or do you eat your mashed potatoes, like, do you not mix your mashed potatoes, but kind of like, eat your taters, then dip it in your gravy? Me, I'm a mixer, man. If I had it my way, I would take my roast, my taters, the gravy, I'd put it in a blender, and I just blend it up, dude, and just drink it from a straw, man. Wow. Jennifer O2, you would mix it? All right. At least I have one mixer out there. I love to mix mine too. My dad, he can't have anything touching his other pieces of food. So like with this roast, I said we had roast, taters, and vegetables. My dad could not have his roast touch his vegetables. He couldn't have it touch the taters, and so on and so forth. Nothing can touch anything. Even though when he eats it, he'll scoop his taters in his mouth, and then he'll go do his roast, put that in his mouth. And it all comes together in his mouth. So it's like in his mouth, it can mix fine. On the plate, nope, don't you touch. Don't you dare touch. You touch, you're on my plate, and you things touch. Weird. So weird. But guys, this roast is absolutely wonderful. I do not know when I'll do an episode on this, because it makes, over 2 pounds of just meat by itself. Plus, I have 2 pounds of mashed potatoes. Plus, Thanksgiving is coming up. So, there's a lot going on. But I just want to do a review on this. You always hear that the English have bland food. Well, if this is truly an Englishman feast, hey, kudos, man. Kudos. Except but I got to give myself props though too. Buttermilk mashed potatoes. You can go. I gotta say, buttermilk mashed potatoes, man. Wonderful. This roast. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it's just coming apart. Like I said, you do not need teeth. And if you're curious, so I cooked up boiled 2 pounds of red potatoes. My secret ingredient, believe it or not, sour cream. So for every pound of sour cream, take a teaspoon, not the measuring teaspoon, but an actual teaspoon, and do 2 giant dollops. The biggest dollops you can do. 2 of those per pound. Per potato. So for every pound of potatoes you have, add 2 giant teaspoons of sour cream. Add your salt and pepper as you'd like. And then instead of cream or milk, add buttermilk. And add just enough buttermilk where the taters are to your liking, where the consistency is to your liking. And that's what I did here. If you guys are new here right now, I know it looks like slop. Actually, let me go get the container, the bowl. So here's the bowl. They're light, fluffy, creamy. You can smell the butter in them. I mean, these are absolutely wonderful. Oh, I forgot too. I added a whole stick of butter to this too. So I added a whole stick of butter because it's 2 pounds of mashed potatoes. If I were to do 1 pound, then I would add only half a stick, quarter cup. And now my mashed potatoes look like slop right now because that gravy. Added lots and lots of gravy. But all right, guys, so I'm going to finish this up. I hope you guys make this. Those taters, I can't get over that. This roast recipe is kind of it's not a lot, but there's quite a bit of moving parts. If you've never cooked before, it can kind of seem intimidating. But like I said, I will definitely do an episode on this. You know what? I need more mashed potatoes, man. With that gravy, they just seem to have turned into like a slushy. Well, a Slurpee. Regardless what they turn into, they're not mashed potatoes, man. They're way too thin. But like I said, man, like if you guys have never cooked anything before and you're a little bit intimidated by this, don't be. Honestly, this thing is so good. I might make it again tomorrow. I hope to see you guys there. And I won't live stream it. This thing took 6 hours to cook. I guess we could do a part 1, part 2. I don't know. Part 1 can be me making it. Once it grows, it goes in the crock pot. See ya until part 2. And then we'll do the taste test. So, all right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Dr. Dude's Diner. I don't want to make this too long, but I just want to do this review on this roast. Like I said, the link to this recipe will be down in the description. This is wonderful. I will put in the recipe for my buttermilk mashed potatoes. Just wonderful. The taters are wonderful. I was a little worried about them at first, but they way exceeded my expectations. Wonderful. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you like this episode, hit that thumbs up. Follow me. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you know when I have a new episode. And comment down below. What are some of your favorite roasts? If you can find your favorite roast recipes online, put them down in the comments. I love new different experiences and different recipes, and it's just different people have different flavors and different ways of cooking things, and it doesn't matter if you live in California or Florida, New York and Washington, the United States to Africa. Everybody has their own different way of cooking things, their own spices. And that's what makes cooking fun. So, all right, guys. Have a good night.